In September and October 2023, the passport information of over 200 Cubans who allegedly joined the Russian military was released online by a pro-Ukraine platform called Inform Napalm. The website said the passport details were obtained by hacking the emails of a Russian military recruiter in Tula, south of Moscow. A Facebook search showed that 31 of the names mentioned in the Ukraine leak matched accounts whose owners were based in Russia or appeared to be linked to the Russian military. For example, some have posted photos of themselves wearing Russian military uniforms or in places with Russian street signs or Russian license plates. Others list Russia as their current residence. Many of those Facebook users began posting Russia-related content in August 2023, indicating when they had visited the country. Since launching its full-scale invasion of Ukraine, Russia has suffered heavy losses on the battlefield. A BBC investigation has confirmed the names of more than 50,000 Russian soldiers killed in Ukraine, but the real number could be much higher. Ukraine's own estimates put the number of Russian soldiers killed or wounded in the war at 500,000. Hiring foreigners to replace some of the losses could help the Kremlin avoid the risks of trying to forcibly mobilize Russians. When Russia announced a partial demobilization in 2022, hundreds of thousands of people left the country. Bringing Cubans to Russia is relatively simple. The two countries have been friendly since the Cold War. Cubans do not need a visa to visit Russia, and direct flights to Moscow make travel easy. Meanwhile, lucrative military contracts offered by Russia, sanctioned by the United States, appeal to Cubans desperate to escape the island's worsening economic crisis. Documents leaked online and media reports say the Cuban men were offered monthly payments of $2,000, £1,600 a month, a huge sum for Cuba, where the average monthly wage is less than $35, £28. The promise of Russian citizenship may also entice some Cubans. Since the start of the war against Ukraine, Moscow has moved to make it significantly easier for foreigners to obtain Russian citizenship after serving time in the military, and the BBC has seen social media posts that some Cuban fighters received Russian passports within months. A Russian passport allows visa-free travel to 117 destinations, while Cuban passport holders are limited to 61. This theory appeared to be confirmed last year when a local media outlet in the city of Ryazan, near Moscow, published photos of new Cuban recruits signing contracts with the Russian military. The Cubans wanted to help our country achieve the goals of the special military operation, and some of them would like to become Russian citizens in the future, it reported. But it is difficult to find a reliable estimate of the number of Cubans who joined the Russian ranks. Ruslan Spirin, Ukraine's diplomatic representative for Latin America and the Caribbean, put the number at 400 in an interview with the Wall Street Journal. A popular Cuban YouTube content creator told a story last year of two 19-year-olds from Cuba who claimed they had been offered construction jobs in Russia, but instead were sent to the front lines in Ukraine, that they were lured to Russia by promises of higher wages. For their part, Cuban authorities have issued conflicting statements regarding their citizens' involvement in the Ukrainian war. In September 2023, authorities in Havana said they arrested 17 people involved in their recruitment for reporting on Cubans fighting in Ukraine. Meanwhile, Ukrainian authorities have said that in the past few months, there has been an increase in the number of foreign fighters joining the Russian army, as well as among the soldiers captured by the Ukrainian army on the battlefield. Petro Yatsenko, spokesman for Ukraine's Prisoners of War agency, told the BBC that many of them came from low-income countries such as Cuba, India, and Nepal, as well as African and Central Asian states.